So we're in the throes of Nanowrimo, where well over 1 million aspiring authors attempt to put 50,000 words to the page before the end of the month. And this is such a wonderful creative endeavor, something that is normally a very solitary experience tied to a larger community. It's the IRL manifestation of what we readers here enjoy on BookTube, but applied to writers. And it is this warm and safe community that's all encouragement and enthusiasm. That's so awesome. But there is a dark side to Nanowrimo that I need to talk to you about, something that I need to address before the end of the month. It's this thing that's so very important that you understand clearly. No, I don't want to read your damn book. I know, that sounds harsh, and this isn't a reflection on you as a person. This isn't a diminishment of you. I still like you. You're a wonderful individual, an esteemed peer, a person worthy of praise and love. And you may in fact be a fantastic writer. I can't rule out the fact that you may be the next David Foster Wallace or Toni Morrison, an undiscovered M.K. Jemisin or Philip K. Dick. Regardless, Nanowrimo. Hey, I'm totally flattered that you would think of me, that you value my opinion and trust my feedback. But really, keep your damn book away from me. Part of it is that I know you. I like you. We may have had the occasional lunch together. I may have scritched your cat or bought cookies to support your daughter's hockey team. You and me, we're good. So then why would you go and throw this emotional hand grenade my way? Ask me to judge your heart and soul's effort. But critically, of course, no holds barred. You can take it. You want to improve as a writer, so you'd love some constructive criticism. So unfair. It's like handing me your child and asking, how am I doing as a parent? But be critical. Well, Sarah, you're coddling your child, creating an entitled little shit. With all the social graces of a card-carrying incel member, your inability to follow through on bad behavior has created an overly inflated sense of self-worth that in 10 years sees him regularly screaming at waitresses, decrying libtard snowflakes on Facebook, and making awkward and, might I add, highly inappropriate passes at high school girls. Is that constructive criticism enough for you, Sarah? No one really wants that. Same goes for your manuscript. You want a nice little praise sandwich prefaced by, I really love the story, followed by a minor plot quibble along the lines of, I understand why you let certain plot elements dangle to imply a sense of a continuing narrative, but I personally would have loved some more resolution on the side plot. With a clean dismount, landing on something vague like, your sense of pacing is really sharp. It's the critical equivalent of a pat on the head. No, this helps no one. In fact, I don't even need to read your book to offer that same critical advice, which leads me to my second point, actually finishing your book. I DNF books all the time, and I don't feel guilty about it. I DNF books far better than your suburban housewife finds a portal to Middle-earth and befriends a unicorn with Tourette's and a homicidal elf. I have put down the Giller Prize-winning Do Not Say We Have Nothing. I've never finished Gravity's Rainbow or Moby Dick, but heaven forbid I am unable to finish your personal magnum opus. Frankly, I could care less what happens with Brock Squarejaw and his team of militarily trained planetary miners looking to retrieve the Chrono Shar and avoid the disappearance of odd-numbered years. What if all I can offer for your book is TLDR? So, a word of advice? Get serious. Yes, you can take the criticism. You want to improve as a writer. You're committed to the craft. Well, then hire a professional. Pay an editor to go through your manuscript as opposed to relying on the half-formed opinions of your friends that you're probably secretly going to dismiss anyways, not recognize what you're truly going for. Philistines that wouldn't recognize a good turn of phrase if it assaulted them in the smoking pit of a strip mall Walmart. And frankly, why would they? Sure, we're readers here, but that does not make us editors. You need a professional. That's like asking me to tutor your son in advanced calculus because I'm always the one that figures out the tip when we go to the restaurant. Yes, Sarah, I recognize numbers. No, I don't know how to factor a trinomial. Getting me to offer up an honest critique of your work is the equivalent of a bar asking a musician to play for free because of the great exposure they're going to get, or asking your friend to whip up a logo for you because it'll take, 30 minutes? For your readers, you're asking for a huge time commitment with little to no recompense. And I get it. Reading is fun. This is something that I do for fun, and you're offering up something I do anyway. But I have to let you know that I guard my reading pretty jealously. I don't have an online TBR. I don't even have a physical TBR books on my nightstand that I want to get to because I can't handle that level of commitment. I decide what I'm going to read next as I'm finishing the book I'm on now. Up until the Discord book club, which I'm trying to be good about, The idea of the enforced reading of a book club, having someone else determine what I'm going to read next, has always been a non-starter. So get serious, throw it up on Wattpad or something if you're just looking for beta readers. Get complete strangers to offer up the encouragement and validation that you're after. I mean, I'm not angry at you. On the agreed scale, this is still way lower than asking me to support your latest multi-level marketing scheme that you've invested in, but slightly higher than those only my real friends will like this type of post that you keep putting on Facebook. I'm just sensitive to these sorts of social contracts. It's why I can't even borrow books from friends. If I borrow a book from you, there's an expectation I'm going to read it in a timely manner. And then following that is the expectation that I'm going to like it because you loved it so much or you think it's within my wheelhouse. And maybe that'll happen. But what if it doesn't? Do you even know me? Are we even compatible? Are we just kidding ourselves? Frankly, I don't think there's a future for us. I don't think you really see me, the real me. I think this is goodbye. See? All too much. Listen, once you publish this work, I will be first in line to pick it up and pay money for it. I may not read it, I won't review it, same applies here, but I will happily pay money to support it. Here's the deal. I love you. I think you're great. And I wholeheartedly champion your creative impulses, but asking me to read your Nanowrimo manuscript is the authorial equivalent of a dick pic. I know you think it's a great idea, and you're bestowing on the receiver a great favor, but frankly, it's off-putting, and if we're being honest, a little underwhelming. Friends don't send friends dick pics. So let me stop you right there before you hit send. Now, to all you hapless readers and reviewers out there, maybe it's just me. Maybe you don't mind the imposition and will happily read whatever work your friend puts out. You're a good person, better than me. But if you're like me and want to nip this thing in the bud, send this video to your friends and make your feelings clear. No, I don't want to read your book. All right, well, that's it for me this week. I hope you all have a great week of reading whatever the hell you want to read, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.